Ding.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, that was quick. Oh no, we've lost him. Where did he go? It's not coming up live either. It's saying it's live, streaming live on YouTube. So welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure he'll be back in 2 seconds like now. Wow.
I'm here.
It was like, do I look that awful tonight, darling, that you had to just go that quickly?
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
So yeah, I had an issue signing in. Had to sign in twice, and then after signing in, it made me sign in again. And once we finally went live, I clicked the Xbox.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I took myself out of it.
And now I've got you talking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Debbie Temple is the first. And then Karina W.
Awesome.
That's lovely. How's your day been, my darling?
Oh gosh.
As good as mine?
I've got a sour tummy right now.
Oh.
Yeah, my tummy doesn't feel good.
Oh no.
But I did go to the beach earlier today. I did a live video showing this huge pool of minnows that were swimming around. And it was beautiful. Terns were diving into the water, feeding on them. The Gulf of Mexico is coming back to life.
Good.
And yeah, it's very encouraging to see that. So, yeah. And I saw my friend. I saw my friend Tim out there, and I actually played 2 games of bocce ball.
Oh, darling, that's
yeah,
amazing. It's been a long time.
First time since last November, so the first time in 10 months that I've played bocce ball. And of course, I beat him both times. So. Yeah,
but did you? Yeah, but how was you playing, darling? Was you ignoring your? That you had to be careful? Was you? Maybe?
We didn't throw the little white ball as far as what we normally do, so we kept it, into a closer game than what we normally play, and I felt good after doing that, though. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt really good to get out there and finally play bocce ball again for the first time in 10 months.
Good.
That was fun. I did get a little sun. Maybe that's what I'm feeling in my tummy. Maybe I got a little sun poisoning. I don't know.
Maybe. You look very tanned though.
Well, yeah, I was out there for quite a while today.
But you switch off when you do that. You totally switch off and you just get into your inner child mode. It's good.
All right. Well, here's the thing. When I went out, I take my blood pressure every day, and this morning it was elevated. It was actually it was high. It was like 150 over 100. And I go to the beach. I spend like 4 hours there, and I come back and I take my blood pressure 115 over 85. It's therapeutic going there.
Yeah.
My blood pressure just normalized after going to the beach. So how was your day, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of going through bank statements, court letters, old emails, getting together my case for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hating every bit of it. It's like walking through sludge. Anything to do with legal matters, it's like it just is tainted. The whole thing is tainted, and I can't wait for it to be over and done with. So
yeah. Oh.
No. I want to do a lovely shout out for my friend Rash Powell, who is there for me. She's amazing. She's a solicitor that I've been reading for a long time, and she's going to stand beside me. She can't be my solicitor for it because she's not able to do court cases at the moment. They have to be allocated to do that or something by the employer. So no, she's not able to do that at the moment, but she can be there as a friend. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So I've got to do most of the talking, which I'm very nervous about.
Well, just look as gorgeous tomorrow as you look today, and you'll distract the judges. And
yeah, but you can't. I can't really, because that, you know, it's like, I don't know. It depends. It depends really. It's like I had to leave my shop, didn't I? So because of the big C,
yeah,
ends in id, and because they are all unimportant shops had to close the doors. And of course, how are you supposed to pay rent if you can't open the doors?
Mm-hmm.
So of course I left and thought I'd come to an arrangement with the landlord, and yeah, they basically lied to my solicitor and said yes, it's okay, it's fine, and then went back on it afterwards. Because I remember phoning you up. I remember saying, darling, it's all gone through, it's all fine. They've accepted the offer of me getting a new tenant in there. They've accepted it, it's all great. You remember me saying? And then they went back and said, we've said no such thing. So,
yeah, things there are so much different than things here. You know, when you leave, if you're renting a place and you leave, there's what is called, you know, normal wear and tear. We don't have to paint the walls. That's normal wear and tear.
Well, there are a lot of people in England who think like that, but I don't. You see, I always make sure it's definitely a lot better than it was when I first took it on. I've always been the same. It's pride.
Yeah, I mean, I try to leave my places nice, but I'm not going to paint the walls.
You didn't paint the walls. You see, I go the extra bit, and I know it's silly.
That is silly. That's crazy, actually.
I know. But it could have done with a second coat. So that's not so good. Never mind. It will be over by tomorrow afternoon. So
true. Yeah. You can finally put it behind you.
We'll be done, dusted.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you, Debbie. I am actually rested. Yeah, I have been getting more sleep recently, and thank you. Makeup's a wonderful thing. And there's Elizabeth Badger. Hello, Elizabeth. And up 3, and Gail B.
Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone. Sorry. That's okay. My parents had their birthdays yesterday and today. Their birthdays are obviously one day apart, and 7 years, 1 day in 7 years. So I made my parents some homemade cards, and they love them. They love anything I do that's creative. You know, one year, my parents' song is The Platters, Only You. So I contacted the last remaining living one years back, and I mentioned that to him, and I just asked him if he could give my parents a happy birthday wish, which she did.
Oh.
Yeah, so I try to do things that are special. I made for their 50th anniversary, I did a photo album book that was in chronological order. I went through all of my parents' slides and old pictures and stuff and put that together. This year I did the video montage of me playing all their favorite songs on guitar.
It's wonderful, that.
Yeah. So I try to do special things for them, but my mother, she's being difficult about the whole jab thing. Her and my parent, her and my father are both double jabbed. They'll be getting the booster in November.
Sorry.
And she had the audacity to call me stupid for not getting the jab. This woman has 2 master's degrees, but can't answer what the ingredients are. She doesn't know what graphene oxide is. She realizes, or perhaps she doesn't realize, that they are the guinea pigs. There's 0 longitudinal studies, and I'm the one that's stupid. I couldn't imagine calling my daughter stupid.
No.
That hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt.
I can imagine.
So when I called her for her birthday today, she comes out and everything was fine until she decided to read this article that was posted in a national, local newspaper. This article that this doctor wrote, pro jab article, of course, in a major,
Isn't it?
yeah. And she reads it to me. And the article said that the jab is safe. And I said, no, it's not. More people have died from this particular BAX than all of the other ones combined. Combined. This is not a safe poke. She didn't like that.
But that might have got through. Have you said that to her before?
No, I haven't. But that didn't get through. Yeah.
Might do in the quiet moments. Sometimes people put up a front when you say something, they don't want to appear to have buckled down. They kind of later on maybe, process it a bit more. Let's hope.
Well, I repeated it, that fact when when she said, oh, it's safe, and I repeated it again. So it's not. So anyway, that and we went on to talk about me moving there, and I told her this is my decision. I got to do what I got to do. So she was giving me the last time we see you might be the last time we see you, which is true.
It might not be. They're quite robust people, but we don't know. No.
We don't know. Yeah. Anyway. So it was like an emotional roller coaster for me too.
I bet.
Yeah.
I feel awful that you're having to make that decision. Well, why did we have to choose before we came down here? Why did we have to choose to be the opposite ends of the bloody world near enough? What
no,
are we doing?
That would mean one of us, you would be in Australia.
I said near enough. To me, it nearly is.
It may as well be, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. With the current circumstances that we're in. Do you know what I mean? What was we thinking?
Yeah. Debbie, you hit it on the nail on the head. Sorry, Greg, no wonder your stomach is upset.
Yes.
It's a physical manifestation of what happened.
That's true.
I'm having a hard time stomaching what my mom said.
Yeah, absolutely. Because she's never done that to you before, has she? She's never disrespected you in that way before.
No. And like I said, I would never do that to Brittany. I couldn't. Or you?
No. It's
yeah.
It's hard. It's
Definitely.
harsh. Yeah. But I mean, in her world, you know, yes, it's wrong, but in her world, she's believing the harp, and she's believing, and she thinks that you're going to not survive it because of
Yeah.
your illnesses, and she's trying to save you, and that's why she's so passionate about it. So
Yeah.
that's why she's the way she, you know, because if what she's watching is as believable as what we're watching.
Yeah, especially when what she's watching is on the mainstream media
Every
and
bloody
in her
channel,
local
on the radio,
in her
everywhere.
local newspaper, you know, and
Yep.
just because some doctor said that, you know, yeah, I can't repeat what she said, but just what this doctor said, but just because some doctor says it doesn't mean it's in my best interest or is the truth.
No,
Like when he said it was safe, it's not.
no, far from it.
Yeah.
Far from it. Yeah.
But
We've got
in
a lot
all,
of love coming back at you from the chat there.
I
So
see that. Thank
that's
you.
nice.
But in all actuality, it is making my decision a little bit easier to leave. You know, I hate to say that, but you know, especially, you know, for my dad, because you know, my dad's never said that to me. He's always had my back.
And what was his response today? Because I know that he was quite he was
He wanted
still
to
trying to
move away
stand by
from the
your
top.
mum.
Yeah, he wanted to move away from the topic. He
Right.
knows where I stand, and
Yeah.
I think we just agree to disagree, and we don't
Yes.
push each other. But my mom pushes me. She's that type A controlling personality.
Yeah.
And I realize too, you know, in psychology, when somebody calls another person a name like stupid, it's that which they fear within themselves. I
Yeah.
understand that she hasn't done her
I do.
homework. She hasn't done her research. She
No.
realizes that they are guinea pigs at this point.
Yeah. Yes. Otherwise, you wouldn't attack somebody like that, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
But it is
So,
down to love, and I know it's not. It's just awful.
yeah.
But you know, she's coming from a love place as well.
Ultimately, she is, and she always has. She pushes and pushes and pushes. And I know that's only because she wants the best for me. And including the jab. She thinks that that's the best thing for me. She couldn't be
Yes.
further from the truth.
No. 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 It is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wish I could hug you right now. Be there.
yeah, I would like that.
It's painful when you've got one person who's going through something awful.
Yeah.
And you can't be there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Because you just went through that and you're going through that again tomorrow.
Yep.
I feel the same way.
Different things, but it's still crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we will get through all of this together, despite being apart, an ocean apart for the time being.
Yeah. It's all going to be changing soon.
Yeah. And in 1 month and 2 days, I'll be there.
Wow. My place is looking a little bit better now than when I spoke
you got
last.
plenty of time to get it to where you think it needs to be, because it doesn't have to be.
Not.
You don't have
Like
to
a
clean
spare
it for
room
me.
at the moment. Just chuck it in there. Chuck it in there.
Yep. Yeah.
You've got a spare room as well, haven't you?
I do, but mine looks a lot better than yours.
How do you know?
I know. Because I have a spare room. You just have a room. I have 2 rooms I can disperse that stuff in. You just have one.
I know. Oh.
See, ideally, you know, I wish I could afford it to keep this place and then have that place there together, and we could go back and forth. That would be ideal. I could leave my car here.
Do you know, wouldn't it be good if your landlady would allow you to sublet? You know, like a holiday let every now and again.
Right.
That would answer a lot of it, because that would sort it out a bit.
Yeah, but who's going to come in and clean up afterwards? And
Well, you employ people to do that, don't you? You employ a
guess so.
cleaning company to do that. That's what Airbnbs do.
I guess so.
Sounds like a very complex thing to do, though, but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I mean, there's going to be loads of people who want a little place like that, really close to Siesta Key Beach. You've got a pool just outside the door.
yeah.
You know, it's close
Yeah.
to restaurants and things.
People are flocking to Florida.
Yeah.
They hate the tyranny in their states, whether it's California, New York, New Jersey. You know,
Yep.
these states are just so corrupt, and they're like, screw it. You know, Florida, they got beautiful weather and a great governor. So,
Yep.
you know, landlords are actually jacking the rents up, and they're taking advantage of the situation, which is kind of sad, because if this Pope does what many of us think it will probably end up doing, there's going to be plenty of houses available in another year or so.
Yeah. Oh. It's Elizabeth says sorry for your upset. Michelle says it's lovely, because it's like, you know, our hearts are open on here. You know, we don't hide anything. It's like, you know, there's days where we're bouncing and it's exciting, and, you know, and then there's times where we're both going through crap, basically. We'll always end up smiling and joking about it, but it is what it is as well.
It is. And we're human. We have our ups and downs too, you know, and we're not going to come on here and put on a facade when things aren't at their peak moments. And, you know, despite the crap I'm going through, it doesn't change one iota how I feel about you, looking at you.
Just about to say the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, you look so beautiful tonight.
So do you. That tan.
That alabaster skin. Porcelain.
You wouldn't believe it. I've put this kind of shade thing, so I'm actually worse than this. I put a shade thing over my ring light to try and make it look as if I'm not so white.
Yeah, I still have another month of tanning before I get there.
Thanks, love. That's all right. My neighbour said, because I'm going on holiday on Friday, so my neighbour next door, Jason, said he'll look after Mo.
Good.
Yeah, so Mo's sorted.
Good. I'm sure he'll get spoiled. And
he does anyway. I mean,
yeah,
you know, I think he might feed him anyway. I think he does.
Yeah, probably. That's why he doesn't like your treats anymore. He gets better treats
honestly,
over
like
there.
They're not good enough.
Yeah,
It's better treats next door.
that's right. Poor Mo.
More people to love him. You know, it's all good. That's how I feel.
Well, it's just a matter of time before he jumps up on your table and shoves his ass in the camera. So
I know, but he's not going to like it this time, because I've got his frontline treatments here.
Oh.
So he may have psychically sensed it, and the worming stuff. So I don't think I should put it on together. I think that should be another day. The flea stuff, I think, should be.
Torture him twice instead of just once.
I know. Yeah, but do they mix well together? That's what I worry about, the
I don't
chemicals.
know. I don't know. You know, it's funny. I look like I'm all dressed up. But I got beach shorts on. Yeah.
I've got no bra on,
Mhm.
so as long as the camera stays there, we're fine.
Yes. Yeah, you can't tell.
I know.
As far as people knew up until that point, I've had a nice pair of dress slacks on and shoes. No, no.
That's the beauty of Zoom, is it not?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It's all good.
Hmm.
Oh, we are human. We are human. Hate bras, I know. Do you know what? There's those lacy bras. Have you seen them, girls out there? They're called lacy bras. So I thought, oh, you know, they might be expensive, but you know, they haven't got the underwire, you know, underneath, which is really uncomfortable, believe it or not. It's really uncomfortable and it rubs you. So they don't have that, and so I went on there and I thought I'm going to treat myself to a lacy bra. They go up to a double D. Yeah, great.
I think lace on a woman is hot. You
The
can.
double J is like no, they're not having it. So that's that. But why do they not?
I don't know.
They're losing. They're losing out. They're losing
Yeah,
out money.
lace
I
gives
agree
you
with you. I
something,
love lace.
even though you know what's underneath, it gives you a little tease. It's like you get a little, kind of a little peek, but you don't. It just, I don't know, makes me happy, makes me smile, makes my mind
I know
wander.
it. I know it does.
Yeah.
I know. I think sexy underwear is nice. I love a bit of it's like, you know, women, you know, it's like Valentine's. It's like if your guy is a bugger for giving you a present, what you do is you get a credit card and you just say, thanks darling, I bought myself a lovely lace outfit. You can have it, you can have your end of the bargain later on.
Mhm.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yes.
So, you know, don't wait for them to surprise you, just do it yourself.
Yeah. And then, yeah. He gets to unwrap the gift.
Exactly. There's usually there's a lot of men out there. Do you know, I've never had a guy that's romantic before, where you haven't had to beg them for just a Valentine's card, or it's
Aw.
yeah, you're romantic every day.
Well, I'm thinking, well, shit, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe you want that.
No, I do not.
Apparently that was the kind of man you had seeked in the past.
No, that was one of my tick lists, and yeah, it never came true. No. So,
Yeah, I like being creative when it comes to expressing my love.
Well, I'm a very lucky lady.
Yeah, you are. I'm equally as lucky. Probably more lucky.
I'm not
sure,
as creative as you, though.
I bet you every guy that sees us together says, what's she doing with him?
No. No. People can see that we even look alike, darling. So we do.
I love you.
You too.
I do.
I'm gonna.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth, for the super chat. #1 fan.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
People are so kind, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just such lovely people around. Have you heard from Phil? Is Phil okay? Because he's found his lady, isn't he?
Yeah, he came on Spirit Chat last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good.
apparently his ladies had to do a lot of working lately. So, the past week. So
Oh.
yeah. So, and I was telling them, yeah, that's something Allie and I totally get. I think a lot of us in this field are workaholics, at least a lot of people I know.
And we enjoy it. It's not a chore.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I've put in, 15-hour days or more at times, twice the amount of time most people would work for one day.
Yeah.
And not even think twice about it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I could probably count the hours that I don't work easier than I can the hours that I do.
Just to make the bigger picture video, which ends up being like 20 minutes long, it takes probably anywhere between 6 to 8 hours for that video.
Yeah.
For a 20-minute video.
It's hunting for all those farts, I think, must take up a lot of time.
Editing and yeah.
Or you have to create lots of kind of stomach movements for that.
Well, fortunately, I recorded a bunch of yours, so I'm good on that. While you were sleeping. Yeah.
Shush, no.
I'm good. I got hundreds of them.
Shut up. I do not.
How do you know if you're sleeping?
Because I'm a lady.
Yeah.
I don't have gas.
Of course you don't.
I have a slight explosion between the legs.
Yeah. Yeah. Or it was Mo, your cat.
Yes. Mo. Yeah. See? That's it. Yeah. I used to be a workaholic, says Michelle, but I have had to tame my Virgo planets and listen more to my sun in Sagittarius for more fun. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I wonder, Michelle, if there's like, while you're having fun in the back of your mind, if you're thinking, I could be doing this or that, what I normally do for work, that would be in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you have time off, you're thinking it's going to take even longer later on
To catch up
because you've had a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, today at the beach, I didn't think about work at all. I
can tell. It's good.
I brought my guitar. I got there early. I found a nice quiet spot away from everybody. And I jammed and had a great time, except it got to the point my high E string went flat. And it's called a locking tremolo. And I can adjust, if it goes flat, I can adjust it a little on the bottom of my guitar. But once it reaches a point, I can't adjust it anymore. And it was still flat. And I was like, no, I can't jam with a flat E string. So, but by then my buddy was just about there anyway, Tim. And it was good to first to play bocce ball for the first time in 10 months. 10 months. Wow. It was fun, especially with him. He and I just ball bust the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's moving away though. That's a shame, isn't it?
December 1st. Yeah. He and his wife.
Where's he moving
Donna,
to?
down by, well, it's past Nokomis, Venice. It's like, I don't know, at least half an hour, maybe longer, maybe 40 minutes away. Yeah. And then my other friend, Sonia, her and her husband, Derek, moved, probably, about the same distance away. We used to play a lot of bocce. So, but the thing is, I can go out and I don't necessarily need to play against anyone. Sometimes I'll just take that little white ball and throw it and chase it around on the beach. And I get my exercise in. You get a great overall tan because you're all of you is facing the sun at some point.
What, even your white bits?
Almost all of you is no, they're gonna stay your skin color, alabaster. I was your color when I lived in New York. I was whiter than you, and I know you do the spray tan and the fake tan thingy.
Yeah, I do.
I was much whiter. Yes.
Yeah. That was funny.
But
Jam Rock just said, imagine I just tuned in for the first time on the gas bit.
Right? Ellie does that all the time. It's a common theme.
I do not.
Well, as far as Jam Rock knows, yeah, it is. Every week Jam Rock's been here. We've talked about it.
Oh,
that's funny.
What are you like?
Donna Rose just joined us.
Hi, Donna Rose. Just got off a long session with a lovely client. That sounds very wrong, Donna.
Right?
Is it an English thing? I have to listen to what I missed. Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah. We've had our moan up about crappy life.
Crappy shit that goes on.
Yeah.
It's done, it's over.
Well, it's not.
No.
We don't feel as if we have to keep on about it. Unless later on we do. I had my soapbox moment twice again. On the astrology bit, I was going to do the astrology. I was just going to record it and then put it on there. I said to you that's what I was going to do, and then I got off the call to you, and my spirit guide said, "Nope, you're going to have to go live because there's things we want to say." So okay, I went okay.
Yep.
So that's it. I did. I got it. I got my point out there. And my point was about people saying that they have no choice, they have to get it because they're being pressured with their job. And basically, in a short version, is it really worth it? Really, honestly and truly, is it worth that? Is it worth you
the ultimate price?
Maybe losing your life or going blind or losing your hearing or shaking from top to bottom with convulsions for the rest of your life. Sometimes I bet a lot of these people who are having these side effects wish that they had just taken their life. I bet they wish that.
Yeah.
So in answer to that, is it worth that?
No.
And my answer is no. But my feeling is that you just need to stay in your job until they sack you.
Yep.
Make sure you get it in writing that the reason why they are sacking you is because of that, and you'll be in for a lovely big payout when the Nuremberg trials start up, which they will.
Something I heard too, if you're going into the hospital and you're going to have surgery or something like that, oftentimes what they're doing is they're putting into the, when you have to sign for the agreement to allow them to do surgery, they're throwing in there that they can give you the jab. So you want them to print it out. You want them to print it out and manually put in there, do not V me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
sign it. And instead of digitally signing it, you have it printed out and manually sign it yourself to prevent them from doing that.
Yeah. And I wonder, because here in the UK, it's do not resuscitate order is still in place for over, I think it's over 60s. So you have to watch out for that. I don't know if that's still the case, but it was. Maybe it's time for a lot of people to start self-employment. Start your own workup. Get together with other people who've also walked out. I want to say, well done. There's some people that walked, 60 people out of 1,000 workforce walked out of their job in disgust. So I want to say a big shout out to them. If I knew the company name, I'd list it. But well done. I admire you. Good on you.
And for you getting on your soapbox, I love that. That's one of the many things I am just crazy about you. You're just such an awesome person. And ultimately, I think for any one of us, when we do our life reviews, you want to look back at your life and say, yeah, I did everything I could do.
Yeah.
I tried really hard doing this or that. I love this. And I love getting on my soapbox too and awakening people, just getting people to use their brains and think about perhaps things from a different perspective.
Yeah.
But I also love the spiritual side of what I do. And they can be combined.
Very nice. Yeah. Got it.
Good.
You just came up with you are now streaming live on YouTube again. So you looked up the corner.
I saw that. Yeah.
Why did it come up again?
I don't know.
That was weird.
Because I've got behind our Zoom picture, I can see the live chat and the live video, and we didn't lose connection with that.
No.
Weird.
Very strange.
Oh, actually, it did. It did just go out and back on the live video because it's delayed.
Oh.
That's interesting.
That's a good point, uninsurable. Donate your own blood if you can before surgery.
Yeah, you don't want tainted, right? You don't want tainted blood from somebody. Yeah.
I wonder about that. My daughter, she had brain surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And we aren't under any kind of religious thing or anything, but they reused her blood, her own blood. They reused it.
Perfect.
The surgery. Isn't that amazing?
That's great. Yes.
I didn't ask for it. I didn't even know that was an actual possibility, but they did that. So that must be what they do with Jehovah's Witnesses then, maybe, because they don't allow any new blood, do they?
I don't know. That I didn't know. Yeah. So we got a neighbor up the road, Lilith Rose Starseed. Hi, you two. Greetings from St. Petersburg, Florida. Up the road from Gregg. That's right. Just up I-75 and off on 275 and take an exit and hit the beach, right?
Well, good on you, Kira.
Yeah. As an owner of a small business in the U.S., I've refused to bow down to the police state that our president is forcing upon companies. Truly a shameful thing. I just read an article about this one company that has over 100 people, and they said, screw you to that mandate. Yeah, it's a mandate. A mandate's not a law.
No.
So they can't force that or anyone.
No. And what you do is you put one of the people on 0-hour contract. If it's just 100 people you have, then just say, right, what we're going to do is temporarily, we're going to put you on a cash in hand process. There's got to be ways around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Donna Rose said, just saw chat above, prayers to whatever the upset is about. Yeah.
I felt badly today when I was at the beach looking at all those minnows, because when I got there, the first thing I do when I go to the beach is I check to see when the next high tide is. That way I know how close I can get down to the water to put my umbrella. Like if the high tide's going to happen in 2 hours, I'm not going to go all the way down to the water. I'm going to move it back to where the seaweed is on the shoreline, knowing that.
Otherwise, your stuff won't be there by the time you get back from your walk of gratitude. You won't be grateful then.
No. But what happened today, when I checked what time the next high tide was, it wasn't going to happen until tomorrow at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I noticed that there was a lot of those minnows that were going to be trapped in between where they were and this little sandbar. And they ended up getting trapped. The seagulls and the terns all fed on them. I felt badly for the greenies because they fought so hard to bring life back into the Gulf of Mexico.
But then so did the seagulls, I suppose. They're probably starving.
It's a cycle of life that you just have to accept. And I don't know. You just don't like seeing anything die, but
I don't like it. I don't like these wildlife programs when you're seeing, this, I don't know, jaguar going after a deer or something. I hate it.
Yeah, antelope or something.
Said, I'm quitting my job to start my own business. My last day is September 21st. Well done.
Good.
I think now's the time to just leap off the edge and go for it and say, sod you lot. It's do you know what? I created a business plan, even though I didn't go to the bank, but as if I was going to go to the bank, and all the requirements that a bank would want to see. They'd want to see, who's your competition? What are your competition charging? What is their turnover? What do you expect? What do you expect in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, in 4 months? And basically, so you do yourself a business plan. And, that gives you a really good foundation for your new company, your new business. And just keep it to yourself for a little bit to get established for the first month. Just keep it to yourself, just, undercover, and then leap off the edge when you're ready. But here in the UK, we have to be on, it's called universal credit. And they do give you a year to get everything going, just so they don't put a minimum floor income on you for a year, so that you can you just kind of list what you earn and they top it up for you. So it's it's okay. I don't know if you've got that sort of thing there.
No, my mind temporarily wandered when you said undercover.
I wonder what you're giggling at then. You naughty. You will be.
Damn right I will. Count on it.
We're not getting up for 24 hours. You know that, don't you?
Yep.
There'll be no lives then.
No.
No.
Yeah. That will. We're not going to be planning anything on a Tuesday, so we'll be okay.
Yeah. What day of the week is it you're coming? Is it a Wednesday? I can't remember.
I don't know. I'll tell you in a sec. Saturday.
Mm.
Saturn Day.
Yep.
Yep. I leave on a Friday. I get there on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not going to sleep.
Me either. I tried. I remember the last time I flew there, 15-hour flight, couldn't sleep at all. Yeah.
I remember you wore that mask saying, let's pretend that this mask really works.
Yeah.
It's written on it.
Yep.
And you wore, I couldn't believe that takes some balls, mister. That does.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's off to you.
Yeah. You got to make a statement. And people complimented me on that mask at the airport and on the plane.
Did then.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
We've got to do our little bit, haven't we? Just little seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Drop little seeds about.
That's what we do. Yes.
Mm. So what do you think of his clean shaven?
That's true. The last time I was on date night, I had a...
I mean, I love the goatee, and it's not about an age thing, but you know, with the goatee, it did age you, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. You know, it's like me without makeup. I look younger, but I'm not exactly gonna be living by that. I don't care. I go with what I want rather than what you know other people see.
Well, I told you that once I'm able to go swimming, I will cut it off. And that's the first thing I did when I got home. I shaved, and then I jumped in my pool. Well, I don't have a pool, the community pool. And then I went to the ocean, went in there, and then I came back and I went in the pool here. I took advantage of being able to swim for the first time in 10 months.
Because that's been a while as well, hasn't it?
10 months.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been a very poorly man, and you've come through it.
Yeah. And I did, today I went to the beach, and then I came back and I jumped in the pool here also. It just feels so good. The simple things in life that we all take for granted, really makes you appreciate all the things that we do have.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just following some of the chats. It's lovely that they're all chatting amongst themselves as well. I love that.
Yes. They're creating connections, and we're all family. Yeah. Everyone's family here.
Yeah. Maybe we've got to, I don't know, start an in 5D, I don't know, like a dating in 5D page. Maybe. If there's anybody out there who wants to man it, though, because I don't think I can. But, just have to have an admin person. I'm sure there's somebody out there who wants to see these in 5D lovebirds getting together, have a dating site. Because I know they do Facebook dating sites, but they're not. I've got a really watery eye. You're making me cry. They're not people, awakened people, are they? They're, these can be everybody, 3D people. At least if the in 5D is different.
Yeah.
That kind of
because you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. You're going to get somebody that's spiritual and has a good heart.
And I'm so blessed because most of the people that come to me for readings, they are the same.
Mm-hmm.
They are awake. I don't have to watch what I say. It just is there. It's wonderful. So I love it. And I'm getting loads of repeat people coming back for readings. I have an offer on there because it's usually $80. I do it for $70 if somebody's already had a reading with me, or they come to the groups or anything. So yeah, it's going really well.
And you're so good at what you do. You're amazing. I'm
I love
biggest
doing
fan.
and adding in there some affirmations and some little spell work as well. Not that they know I'm doing it, I do it.
Right.
It's exciting.
Mm.
You're not truly your whole self today, and I understand why.
Well, that and my tummy's, I got sour tummy.
I've never heard of that phrase before, a sour tummy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
And
not a
in
good thing.
England, we don't use the word tummy unless we're talking to a child. It's really quite cute.
Okay. Well, consider the company I'm talking to.
It's usually stomach or belly.
Tummy. Yeah.
Tummy is cute.
I'm learning what I should say and what I shouldn't say there.
No, I want you to say exactly. I want you to say and do exactly what you're doing. Because if I'm finding it endearing, everyone else will as well. I'm not going to change and be all American when I'm over there. They're going to have to accept Ali being Ali.
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's how I would want you.
There we go then. So same thing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, why don't we do the reading of the names? Because, like I said, my tummy's not doing good.
That's okay, darling.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm going to give you the floor.
Yeah.
I already
darling.
have my candle lit. So.
Ha.
All right. So.
All right, darling.
You got the floor, baby.
Okay. All right, darling. Okay, so a lot of you already know what the list is, but we're gonna do the list now. So basically, the list is for people who don't know. The list is for people who want to meet their twin flame or their soulmate, because sometimes twin flames don't incarnate down here. Some of them are in the spirit world, and the other one is here. So that's sometimes the case. But if it's not, we want to pull this together. We want these people to magnetize and come together. It's like a wish, an affirmation, but it's an affirmation for all of us to come together with one goal. Now, me and Gregg are on the list because we want to physically be together. If you're in a relationship and you feel that it's going through a hard time, or you feel as if you just need to kind of be back the way you were, a bit more romance or a bit more spice in your existing relationship, then the list helps with that as well. It's about love. Okay, so if there are any new people who want me to add their names to the list, I only read out the first name and the initial. So you can just give me your name and that's all I will read out. Okay, so just add that in there. Okay, so I'm just going to bring up my little Word document. And it's typical, it isn't there. I've got to go hunting for it, because I've had loads of other documents open today. So it's been one of those days. I hate it going to court cases and things like that. It's just, and I've got one tomorrow. It's about my old shop. And, just them being assholes, really. So that's it. I've got it here. Okay, so if anybody wants to join in, you can light your candle. I'm going to light mine. Let's get a new candle. Peach candle. Love it. Okay. There you go. Okay, here's Vera, bless her. Okay, here we go. So Aaron M, Adina MS, Amy S, Alex V, Alexandra G, Alison James, Alison L, Alison S, Alla D, Ali F, Alison H, Alison NY, Amado T, Amanda L, Amanda M, Amanda W, Andrea J, Angie H, Anna OC, Anne EK, Anthony P, Ava F, OR, Becca D, Benicia M, Benji N, Betty B, Blake JR, Blake T, Bob N, Brandy H, Brandy LL, Calm S, Carol LL, Caroline M, Carolyn EG, Karen D, Carrie L, Kat M, Caesar L, Chad F, Charlotte P, Charlotte U, Cheryl S, Chrissy E, Christina C, Christina M, Christina M, Claire S, Claire W, Claudette M, Concha Y, Constance W, Karina W, Chris DH, Crystal DH, Cynthia F, Daniel J, David S, Davina M, Dawn H, Dawn P, Deb M, Deb PT, Deb W, Debbie B, Debbie H, Debbie L, Debbie P, Deborah M, Deborah S, Denise C, Denise K, Devon SP, Desi, Diana A M, Diane B, Diane S, Daiji B, Dominique H, Donna RL, Dauphine F, Dulcie V, Ellen EM, Elisa V, Elizabeth B, Elizabeth C, Elizabeth P, Ella MO, Eloise C, Emma KB, Emma K, Erica, Gabrielle G, Gail A, Gary H, Gail B, Georgia V, Gerardo A, Jill P, Gracie W, Greg Prescott, Gertrude M, Gypsy J, Hanging L, Haley C, Heather H, Holly A, Holly M, Jackie J, Jacqueline S H, Jacob A, Jacob B, James D, James F, James S C, Jane H, Jane M, Jane M, Jane M, Jane P, Jason B, Jeanette D C, Denise D, Jeffrey L, Jenna R, Jenny S, Jill C, Jimmy M, Joanna C, Jody E, Jody S, Jody G, John F, Josephine RR, Judy M, Julia D R, Julia R, Julie B, Julie R, June N, Justin B, Carolyn M, Karen B, Karen B, Karen M, Karen S, Karen Ann B, Carrie J.T., Kate P., Kate W., Kathleen L., Kat L., Kelly F., Kelly, Kerry D., Kim W., Kimberly S.T., Kinga B., Kirsten W., Canola A., Kwan Y., Latisha W., Laura N., Layla S., Leanne D., Lee P., Leanne C., Lee O., Leslie J., Lahamo Y., Lily J., Linda P, Linda S, Linda W, Lisa B, Lisa C, Lisa D, Lisa D, Lisa S, Liz LLR, Liz C, Louise M, Linda T, Lynn M, Mafelda T, Mariah N, Mark W, Marcia M, Marejo J, Marilyn K, Marish M, Mary S, Mary T, Matthew C, Maureen W, Megan D, Megan S, Melissa D, Melissa R, Michael B, Mike M, Mimi B, Mindy W, Miranda H, Murray's, Neil C, Nini J, Nikki P, Nicole B, Nicole H, Nicole I M, Nicole K, Nora C, Paige H, Pam C, Pamela R, Patricia J, Patricia W, Paula A, Paula F, Penny D, Peter W, Phil Christophers, Pippa A, PJ F, Rachel D, Rachel M R, Ray J G, Ray R L, Rashpal K, Renee R, Ria C, Robert F, Robert H, Robert R, Robin P, Rose K, Ros L, Ruth B, Sam P, Sam S, Sam R, Samantha H, Sandy P, Sandy R, Sandy V H, Sarah G, Sarah L, Sassy M, Scott O, Shannon F, Sharon G, Sharon H, Sharon J, Sharon P, Sherilyn C, Sherry S, Sherry J, Shirley S, Siobhan D, Sky M W, Sonia R, Stacy M, Stacy C B, Stacy G, Stella M, Steph K, Stephanie M, Stephanie S, Steve, Susan M A, Suzanne W L, Suzanne D, Tamara B, Tamara S, Tammy T, Tammy C, Tammy K, Tanya R, Tenna R, Tessa O, Tina C, Tina F, Tracy R, Tracy H, Trina R P, Trisha K, Trisha W K, Trisha B, Trisha G, Trisha T, Tyade A, Valerie C, Valerie J, Valerie O, Verkos T V, Victoria J, Wanda E, Yvonne P, Jackie W, Tammy T. So there we go. 312.
Wow. And the world is so much better. Just because, if nothing else, you doing this every week.
Well,
we're all so grateful.
I'm hoping that it brings people together. Well, we both are.
Of course.
Was there anybody else needed to be added?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Got them all this time.
No. Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let us know any love stories. I know we've got one with Phil, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously Phil wants to be physically with his lady, so obviously we need to keep that one on there, don't we?
Yes.
Because we're on it.
Yeah. And we will be together physically.
Yep. Watch out.
That makes my mind wander.
It's time, darling.
It is.
Mm. Yeah.
It really is. you know, I joke around, you know, we do a little flirting and, you know, but I am just so in love with the total woman you are, the person you are.
And I couldn't be prouder and more in love with you for what you do and who you are and the essence of you. So
Yeah,
it's like we both are not taking this for granted.
not at all. I mean,
It's
look at you. You're this beautiful goddess, physically, amazingly, sexually hot, but you're so much more than that. So much more than that.
as long as you think so.
Oh, I know so. And the world knows so, that, you know, you put your heart out there every week doing this, reading the names. You just keep giving and giving in so many different areas, in so many different ways. Your heart is so beautiful. How could I not be in love with you? How could the world not be in love with you?
Thank you, John.
And I'm the one that gets to marry you. How lucky am I?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ring on it.
And I'm not going to take that for granted. I know how lucky I am. Very lucky.
Oh my. Loads of women out there are thinking, why isn't my man so open? Why doesn't he tell me all these things?
I don't know.
I think you're
can't answer
teaching
that.
men. I think you're teaching men that it's the right thing to do.
But it is.
Yeah, 100% is.
Yeah. This all comes from the heart. It's
Yeah.
how I feel, you know, and I'm just going to wear my heart on my sleeve and tell you how much you mean to me.
I think we both feel safe enough to be as open as that in public.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when people say, how can you be that open in public? What if something happens? Are you going to feel like an idiot? And it's like, no, never. No, because it doesn't work like that. Not when you're this sure.
Never been more sure.
No, me neither.
You traveled through dimensions to stalk me.
Yeah. Boo. I found you.
You did. Thank you.
My pleasure. Perhaps I'll do a spell, maybe. It won't be next week because I'll be on holiday. But the week after that, I'll actually do a spell for everybody who's on the list as well.
Oh,
We'll do that.
okay. That sounds
Fancy
cool.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's a great idea.
And if anybody wants a little bit of the spell, then you can contact me and I will send it to you. Obviously, just pay for post and packaging, but I will send you this a bit of the spell.
You've got these spell boxes that we
I have,
need
but this is just
live.
being a little bottle. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
That'd be great, I think.
Did you put me under a spell?
I put us both under the spell. If it wasn't just you, it was to get us to be together, for me to find the other half of me. So it works out both of us.
You knew exactly where to go because we have that same exact frequency. It was easy for you to find me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll do that. I was going to do a little kind of a little video on how to use spell boxes, you know, because a lot of people don't. They think, well, what's that about? And a lot of it's to do with your inner child. You're letting your inner child flow and get excited about the intention of what you're doing.
I love your inner child. It's spunky and playful and
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't ever grow up properly. I can't. It's never going to happen.
No, especially when we're in each other's company.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got some of the potion. I've put it in the spell kits because this potion that I did for us, that was on top of other potions that I'd done, and I just kept adding to it. That's why there's so much of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a pinch of this, a pinch of that, and then kind of every now and again you've got to renew it. So then I did it again, just what I mean, and then I renewed it and added to it.
You lost me at the pension part. Thinking about pension something.
Ah, yeah. Well, bring it on, Mr. Prescott.
Count on it. Yep.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
yours to pinch.
Damn right.
It belongs to you. Look.
Oops.
Yeah. I know. I can't wait for that ring to be on your finger.
It will be, and it won't come off. I'll have a little white tan line.
No, I just feel married to you already. So it's not because of that, because it's a possession thing. It's a declaration of love. And also it's in this day and age we have to be able to fly back and forth.
And we've done this. We've done this before in previous lifetimes, many, many times anyway. So
yeah.
It's just a continuation in this lifetime, basically.
Yeah. I always said I wouldn't get married again.
I did too.
I'm crying, but I get a watery eye when my thyroid levels are out.
I have a watery eye in my left eye.
Do you? Really?
Yeah, you've seen me going like this throughout the video. Yeah.
Mine's, it literally just keeps.
That's funny. Once again.
Same.
Yeah. So much alike.
Oh, I hope your tummy feels better.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hitting the sack early tonight.
Do you want me to call you, or do you just want to get some sleep, darling?
I'm probably just gonna lay down and try to forget about everything. Put on. I'm gonna go to that soap, the number 2 soap today.
Let me write this down. Soap.
The number 2.
Number 2.
Day, DAY.
Yeah.
Dot TO.
TO.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the chat.
And you suggest to watch it on, is it Dementer?
Dissenter.
Dissenter.
Yeah. Use the DISSENTER browser. Because what that does, the Dissenter browser, when you download that, it blocks all the pop-ups. So if you're not using the Dissenter browser, you're going to have to click on the play button 3 times. On the 4th time, it'll actually play the video. But if you're using the Dissenter browser, no pop-ups, works perfectly. So, and you can find everything in there, movies that are in the theater, any old shows, any movie you're looking for, any television program you're looking for, everything is there. It's a really, I've been watching the Bewitched series. I think I'm on season 6 right now. So that's why I was watching the I Dream of Jeannie, then I was watching Bewitched, and that's why I worked those sounds from the video, that the blink and the nose wiggle sounds into the bigger picture. So I was making, anyway, I was influenced by.
I'm going to watch those.
It's silly nonsense that just allows your mind to go off and without having to think about anything.
Yeah.
Just a good way to.
I'll be able to do that after tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, I've got to get straight back and do this crap.
I know. I wish you all the best tomorrow. My heart will be with you while you're there. And let me know also.
Actually, you'll
afterwards.
be asleep because it's 12:30 p.m. here. You'll be 5:30 a.m. there.
No, 7:30.
No, 7:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're still going to be very, very, you won't be awake.
Yeah. I do want to know though. Text me or something. Let me know how it went.
Right. I will.
Is there anything you want to leave off with?
Just thank you so much, everybody, for coming on, and keep smiling. Think about the choices you're making. I know I'm talking to the converted here, but there might be some newbies coming on and they're thinking to themselves, well, I haven't got a choice. You know, they're making me take this Jabberwocky. And the answer to that is, this is for life. This can't
Literally.
be changed.
Literally. Yeah.
And it could take your life, and you could shed to your children and the people around you. More and more people it doesn't stop you from getting it. In fact, there's a lot more people that are actually getting it after being poked. So, you know, look at Israel and Gibraltar. Both of those are nearly fully jabbed. And they've got the highest rates of
yes, that thing.
Virus.
Yes.
So, you know, do it for the right reasons. You know, stand in your truth and say no. Yeah.
So yeah, on that note, I just want to thank everybody that joined us live in the chat, that's watching this also on the recorded version. You know, and if you watched on the recorded version, you know, for whatever reason you're unable to watch us live, but you want your name read, leave your first name and last initial as a comment below this video, and we'll add your name to the list, because I check every week. I make sure that there's not anyone new from the previous week.
That's good, because I don't, and I'm really sorry.
No, that's okay. I got your back.
You've got everything.
I do. And your front.
Yes.
I love it. Hell yeah. So anyway,
I love you all out there.
Yes. Much love to everyone, and thank you once again